Welcome back, guys, to the Late Night Talk podcast. I'm your boy Dre, here with
Queen J.
Janae and my boy Matt. He's making his debut on the podcast. You know what I mean? He's sitting in for Mac. You know what I mean? So we're here. We got a few topics to talk about tonight. You know what I mean? Sound off in the comments if you guys. Not if. We want you to sound off in the comments. We want to hear what you guys have to say. So first on the list is why are guy friendships different from female friendships? Basically, I would say it's kind of like what the question really wants to say is how females and males deal with friendships differently. Because I mean, most of you may know for some reason it's rare when you see females have long-term friendships. It happens, but even if it does, it's never. It's more. I'm not gonna say never. It's hardly continuous. There's always a break in the friendship where they didn't talk for months or years or whatever. But you know what I mean, because of whatever chemistry they have between each other, sometimes they'll get back together and they'll talk again. But guy friendships are most of the times when guys make a bond, it's for life. Like the friends that I had since I was in maybe like, so I'm Jamaican, so it's primary school. That would be elementary for you guys, right? So elementary school. My friends to this day, like my best friends are from those times. Have made friends after that, like say through getting like going out and knowing people like say Mac. I met Mac when I moved to the US, and I have other friends who I'm really close with that I've met since I moved to the US, and they have been still my friends to this day. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about like guys I grew up with like since elementary. I'm still really, really close with those guys. You know what I mean? I could take my phone up and call any one of those guys and ask for something, and I'm gonna get it. Even if they don't have it, they're gonna go get it so I can get it. That's the type of friendship we have. Females are different. But I'm gonna let Janae answer on that part, because to answer that part of the question. Like, what do you think is the difference between males and females having friendships? So explain the female side first, you being female and all.
Honestly speaking, from my experiences, I think it's two things. I think some of it goes to just gradually growing apart. I can say one of my friends that I had, or an ex-friend, whatever you want to call it, we were friends. We known each other since elementary school. We were in chorus together, whatever the case may be, grew up. It wasn't until maybe like 2-3 years ago that we actually stopped being friends. And we just grew apart. Like, it was just, I personally don't think it was any type of like beef, or like we didn't get into no argument before we stopped being friends. It was just two different paths that we are on in life, and still love her to this day. Like, if she called me like, hey, yo, what's up? Like, I'm in town, let's get up for lunch, I would do it, sure. I think it was weird how we stopped being friends. Like, she just stopped replying, stopped sending, TikToks and whatever. So I thought that was weird, but at the end of the day, we just grew apart. Yeah.
So I have before I let Matt talk, I have one statement to make and I think one question to ask. So
ask me?
So
okay.
I've noticed where I've seen this a lot with females. I think females base their friendship more on like having somebody to keep them occupied. Because I've seen females who will meet a guy and just dub their friends. Their friend, no, don't matter if it's been their friend for a year, 2 years, since life. Once they find a guy they're feeling, they'll just dub their friends, and they just like be locked in with that guy. You can't get them on the phone. Like they don't come out no more. They don't make time for you no more. Only time you see them is when that relationship doesn't work. I know I've seen females like that.
And I've been friends with females like that, and at the end I cut them off. Because it's one thing, I get it. You're now in a relationship, especially if you feel like you think that this relationship is, possibly your husband, whatever the case may be. I get it, Spend time with your
because life
man. Go
happens and
on dates.
we're adults.
Right. I get that. But when it seems to be that, hey, you want to go to the movies this weekend, or haven't seen you in a while, let's go get lunch and catch up, and you, oh no, me and my man, or can my man come? Like, no.
Yeah,
and then you only reach out to me or want to hang out with me when things are rough. No, don't do that. It's cool, you be in your relationship and you going through something. Hey, like, if we're continuously friends, like, we still hang out, whatever the case may be. Sure, talk to me about your problems if you have a problem. Sure. But me personally, and my mom can tell you, Matt can tell you, everybody can tell you that I've actually, like, been through friendships with. Once it's that one thing and I express myself, that's it.
Yeah.
Even if,
I'm the same way. If I tell you something I don't like, that's it. No. I don't think I need to be driving it home every time.
Yeah, no. So I think in my experience, one situation is just you grow apart. And it's not necessarily like having that friend that, oh, well, we used to always go clubbing together, now they don't want to do that anymore. It's just genuinely like people find relationships or, want to better themselves, or they're just on a different path in life that it doesn't match.
That part I never understood, because I know, because I've been in love before, so I know how it feels to be in love, but it still doesn't take me away from the people that are my friends. Like, I still find time for my friends. It may not be as much as I used to, because now I'm in a relationship, but at least maybe a weekend day or whatever, I'll still try to find time to hang out with my friends. You know what I mean? Or do a double date or whatever the case may be, but I'm still seeing my friends. But I've seen situations where I'll see a girl I know and I'm like, hey, where's so and so? Because she's always with that other one friend, and she's like, oh, she has a boyfriend now. I'm like, okay, so nah, I hardly hear from her anymore. This and that. I've seen that happen so many times. So the question I wanted to ask you is, since we've known each other, how many friendships with females that you have formed that are null and void at this point? There's a lot, right?
And
that's why I asked the question, because I've seen it happen where I'll be like, yo, Janae, where's so and so, and you be like, you know what I mean? Once I hear that, I was like, okay, that's over.
The little look. Should we pull the book out? There's a book.
So I mean, in the time that we've known each other, Matt just came around fairly like past year or two. In the time that we've been friends, there was one girl that I was friends with here that just it was that Miami trip.
Oh shit.
And
that first one.
The first one. No, the second one. The second one when all of us went, whatever.
Sure it wasn't the first?
It was the second one.
Was your birthday, right?
Yeah, we went twice.
It was the first for me and all of you guys.
Yeah. And even still to this day, like I'm the type of person, I don't do drama, I don't do the catty, the messiness, the social media, whatever the case may be. People didn't even know that we stopped being friends because of her. Like, it wasn't because of me, it's not something I said. She was on Facebook, she called and talked and whatever. Cool. And even still to this day, like, I tell people she has a business, I tell people go there, whatever the case may be. We even had a conversation like months later. But for me, I've realized that I'm a different type of female. There's certain things that I do that may not necessarily be wrong, but people interpret it in the wrong way. I have good intentions and like I think about it in my head and whatever the case may be, and maybe I act on like the second out of the whole 5-part scenario that I have in my head, and then it just comes off wrong. But the issue that I have had in these friendships, whatever, instead of people being like, all right, she's been pretty cool, or we've been cool, we've been hanging out, whatever the case may be, let me just bring it to her attention, see what's up. They just be like, oh no, this bitch is weird, fuck her, like she's a dub, da-da-da-da. And that's so weird to me, because like, I always have pure intentions. Like, if I feel some type of way about something, I'm gonna address it. So I feel like it should be the same way. But a lot of people are like, no, you move funny, you move weird, that's it, I'm done. So a lot of my friendships end because of that. Like, it's not a conversation, it's not like whatever. I'm not perfect, and I'm not gonna pretend to be, but I always have pure intentions and good intentions, and it may come off wrong, and I understand that, and I've understood that through my friendships, but it's like females be weird. That's my thing. Like, it is what it is. I'm still gonna be me. I'm still gonna make money. I'm still gonna enjoy my life and travel and be friends with the people who really are my friends, and we can sit down. We talk to you all the time. I talk to Mac all the time. I yell at y'all. Y'all yell at me, and we keep it pushing.
That's what friendships are.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for you. Why is it harder for women?
Questions.
Why is it harder for women to sit down and say, "Hey, let's have a conversation"? More than versus a guy, we could sit down and like, "Hey, let's go for food and hash out our differences." With a woman, it's more like built up animosity. So y'all can't do that. Why?
Like, yeah, go ahead, Janae, before.
That's honestly a good question. I think I honestly don't know. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about all the friendships that I've had and the situations why we stopped being friends. And honestly, it could have been a conversation like, yo, you did this, I didn't like that. Or you said this, I didn't like that. Or you moved this way and I didn't like that. But in all of them, they stopped talking to me. They started being weird. And I'm one of those people, okay, you show me how you move and I'm going to take it as that and I'm going to check it up. I think maybe like just how people are, just how females are, like, oh, she did weird stuff, so whatever, that she should have known what she did. She should understand, you know, she made this mistake. I feel like it comes to other females assuming like, you know what you did this on purpose, or you know you moved weird, or whatever the case may be, so there's no need to have a conversation. That's them. Me personally, I'm cool with like, tell me I did something wrong so I can fix it, because I didn't mean it to come off wrong.
What I like about our friendship, and I've always been that way in all my friendships, like if something is wrong, I'm gonna say something. Because like with me, I'm a do it now type of person, opposed to like, because I can't be petty, I can't be hypocritical, and I can't hold grudges. So if Janae does something to me, or Matt or whoever, or says something that I don't like, if I don't address it right there and then, I'm not gonna address it ever. That's me, and you guys know this. Like I gotta say something right there and then. And I'm like, if people don't know me and see us going at it, they're gonna think like they're gonna think like, oh my god, like yo, he's about to tear shit up. But nah, like I'm gonna say whatever I got from my chest. I'm gonna say it, and then I'm good. Like once I've said it, that's it.
I'll be complete opposite, because I mean, me personally, I'm a woman,
and I think most females are like that though. Like they'll keep that shit in. And they'll hold that grudge. I can't do it.
It's not to hold a grudge, and it's not to like let it simmer. Me personally, it's more so like, all right, let me look at the whole situation. Did I say something wrong? I meant to say XYZ, but I said XYTZ, so it didn't make sense, and that caused the frustration. Is it something where like I'm just being so dramatic that it's not really a big deal and I'm making a big deal? So for me, it's me processing the situation and like my emotions and what really made me upset first, then to talk about it. Because then I can be a little angry sometimes and have an attitude. My attitude is disgusting. I know it is.
Angry munchkin.
So I know, like, if I mean, y'all have seen me go back and forth with Mac all the time. So
we all go back and forth with Mac.
Every last one of us. And it's really like, yo, like, am I bugging? Like, is it me? What's going on? So for me personally, I'm the one that like likes to wait and process my emotions in the situation to see like, okay, maybe I'm being too sensitive. I gotta say shit
right off the dome, bro. For like, me, if it sits, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I can't. It's gonna come out wrong. I'm like, fuck. I mean, freak you, and then it's gonna be real bad.
It's like anything I do, even if I'm dealing with like a woman, I want to hear why you're upset in that moment. I don't want to hear it after that. Like, I don't want to wait a day. I don't want to wait an hour. I don't want to wait
I need
want
answers.
it right now.
I need
like,
answers
tell me now. After this, I'm not going to care.
So question for you men. And I hate that y'all do that. Speak now or
hold your peace.
Let it go.
Hold it.
That's stupid.
No, it's not.
Nah,
No, it's not.
That's
I
dumb.
like to address.
We giving you the floor to air your dirty laundry out onto us.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, that's on you. We're gonna look at you like you're stupid with 5 heads.
No,
He
no,
said
no.
5 heads.
See,
heads.
and that's the problem. That's
No,
why
it's not a
women
problem.
sometimes don't like
It's-
to talk.
No, listen.
So
Man
anyway,
does not like to talk. Woman don't know when to shut up in
Oh,
certain
shit.
situations.
Damn. Yo.
dang, if you, I'm shut up. Then, damn. But no.
Because look, let me tell you why I say that.
Mm-hmm.
You're upset,
Mm-hmm.
right? And me being the guy come to you and say, "Hey, so and so, tell me why you're upset. Like, I know you're upset, but I want to know what got you to this point. What can I do to fix it? You know, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
If you sit at, don't talk to me. I don't want to deal with you. Like,
Do what? What she do?
you know how we all do. I don't know.
Don't do it again. What do they do?
Y'all do this. Y'all do it like y'all roll your eyes. Y'all curse, kiss y'all teeth. Y'all do all this. You know what? Like, don't talk to me. Like, I'm disgusted. like, ugh. Like, that's all y'all do.
Oh,
And then we sit there.
I don't know what's going on.
Yo, my eyes are watering right now. Yo.
No. Well, listen. Y'all do that, and we're still trying to figure out, like, hey, like, calm down. Like, what's going on here? Like, what? Why?
Yeah, y'all
And
gotta
you
give
don't-
us a
if you-
second to calm
Yeah,
down.
I'll give you 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes. If you can't give me that answer in that 10 minutes, go about your business.
Okay, but do y'all approach it that way? Like, you just said that you'd be like, hey, what's up? Why are you
Yeah.
upset? Do y'all really approach it that way? Or do you be like, yo, what the fuck is your problem?
Nah,
Why you
it-
got an attitude?
It depends on the situation, though.
Yo,
Like,
fix the mic.
if we're play fighting and you hit me a little hard or I hit you a little hard, and then you get upset over that, I'm gonna look at you like, what's your problem? We were just playing around. You can't be mad over that. But if it's a different situation, you're upset about something more seriously, I approach like, hey, what's going? Like, talk to me, have a conversation with me. But because when I say after that, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear, because I'm literally gonna sit there and be like, this conversation is dead right there and there, because I don't need it. You're bringing up old news.
Damn.
Why couldn't you hash it? You're taking all that hurt and bringing it in, and you're gonna add more stuff onto that, and you're gonna keep bringing it up. It's a broken record at that point, because you're gonna be like, oh, last month you did this and I don't like it, and then you bring in the new stuff that happened. Like, hash out the old stuff first, so we could fix that and work on it, and then move on to the new stuff. It's different for everybody, but for
Mhm.
me, that's how I look at it. Like, you gotta have that be able to have that conversation with me right in and there,
Mhm.
or else I'm not gonna deal with it.
I think for me personally, since we're talking about, the guy friendships, the girl
Mm-hmm.
friendships, ever since, I won't say ever since I came to Albany. I came to Albany in 2017, and I started coming around the Mac in like 2019. And I've been friends with you and Mac since. Y'all signed to J Records, Death Row. You feel me? Yeah. But me personally, I like our friendship. I like our group. I like our dynamic. And I think it's easier, even though y'all yell at me and don't let me be, the sensitive being that I am. I like it because I can still, within reason, Mac is a little more aggressive than you are. But, like, I can say whatever is on my mind or what's bothering me or go for that guy opinion. So, for me personally, I mean, even the DJs, like Primetime Selector, shout out y'all. But, like, even the DJs, they're like Akiva, like, show, like, I know that I can say something to them or, like, ask them a question and they'll be like, yeah, like, yo, this is how you do it, or this was my experience, whatever the case may be. I've personally cling more to guys, and it a lot of people assume or give that connotation that, like, a woman has to be having sex with one or all of the guys that she's friends with or appears to be cool with. That's not the case. Like, genuinely, y'all just be mad, nonchalant, and chill. Like,
it's weird if people really knew how our circle works in terms of, like, you're pretty much the only female. It's like maybe like 8 guys of us. You know what I mean? Like,
The only
and
consistent
you're
female in the group at that.
yeah, I would say
yeah.
Mhm.
But you know what I mean? Like, people would like, and that's also something that I've seen going on the social media where they were saying, like, a guy can be friends with a girl and they're not, and it's real, like, because
Literally.
we're like real friends. But if a person should see me and you outside outside together, they would think we're
Yeah.
together, but we're not.
Mhm.
Like, but it's just how close we are.
Mhm.
You
And
know
how
what I mean?
people think. Like, we could laugh, we could joke.
Yeah.
We got inside jokes. Okay.
What happened? You know what I mean? But
So
yeah, like
it's like we can do that, and
like-
it's pure and it's genuine. But
Yeah.
people be like,
yeah.
They look at like because they want to be in. They want.
True.
Listen, you got to
What
crack
they
the
got
code to get
going
in
on
this.
over
Yeah,
there?
listen.
You
I don't
gotta
know how
fight
I got
me
in.
in
I
the
got in
bear.
somehow.
you gotta fight
I
me
got
in the
in somehow.
bear.
I don't know how.
Yeah, you about to be
It's
X'd out
energy,
the
bro.
group.
Yeah.
Like it's just
About to
energy.
be X'd out.
But you know what I mean? Like to back to the question of the day though, like I think when females like, and this is just my opinion, it may not be the fact, but I think like because I have a lot of female cousins and they have friends, and then I have female friends who have friends, and then so I kind of like and I'm very observant.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of females who find themselves in those situations, most of the time, it's a lot of there's envy, there's jealousy,
I was just about to
there's
say that.
there's competition,
Mm-hmm.
there's one wanting to be, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be better than your friend, but when the envy comes in, that's when there's a problem. Because if, say for instance, Mac is a businessman, I am also, but I also have a 9 to 5, which Mac doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been in his shoes where I was totally responsible for myself. I never worked for anybody prior to me moving here.
Mm-hmm.
So me moving here, I had to like literally start over, get a job, this and that, and now I'm en route to going back to be a full-time entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So I use him as a stepping stone to see what he does and how he does it. So it's like iron sharpens iron. So I'm learning from him while he's still learning from me.
Mm-hmm.
So the more time we spend together, is like we learn from each other instead of me trying to like upstand him or try to like
You're building off of each
yeah,
other.
we're building off each other. So females don't do that.
Yeah,
No.
no.
They it's like because I've seen even simple things as like they're going out together.
Mm-hmm.
They'll like say Janae will pick out what she wants to wear. She like in her head, or she has already bought it. The other girl does the same thing, but when they usually either go to that one house to get ready. If Janae comes out looking fab, the other one
She has
all
to
of a
go
sudden
match it.
she don't like her clothes
Yeah.
anymore. Like you know what I mean? And also what causes that is insecurities too.
Yeah.
Like with me, bro, I know I look good regardless. Because if I'm wearing, if I put together, say, a suit, say this is what I'm gonna wear. If he comes out looking great with what he puts on, I'm gonna say, yo, bro, that shit is fly. I'm not gonna go change what I had to wear, even if he does look better than how I do. I feel good knowing that, yo, that's my boy. Yo, you getting all the girls tonight, bro.
We're
like,
looking
and
fresh.
ask him. That's how we go at each other. I'm like, yo, bro, I like that shoe, or nah, don't wear that shoe. Wear this one or that one. And I'm not telling him to wear something to make me look better than he does. I'm telling him to be the best him.
Yep.
At that given moment. Females don't do that.
Nope.
No.
I've seen females
feel like-
get upset and don't bother want to go out because their best friend, somebody who they should be supporting, looks better than them, or in their mind that person looks better than them.
Example.
I've seen that so many times.
We seen something similar happen. It's not about the fit, but it was more of like the girls didn't want to pay. One had it more, or whatever. When we was at
With the girls in the
parking
car.
lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
You brought there's like 7 of them, and they all had an issue with who was paying.
Yeah, so they
or
were
whatever.
supposed to pay $20 for or
I think it
$25 for
was like,
parking.
I thought it was
So
15
they
15 for parking.
yeah, 15. So they
And
wanted
50,
so
yeah.
they wanted the girl that drove
to pay.
to pay, and she's like, bro, like I it's my car, I bought the gas, none of you pitched in on gas. One of you got to pay for parking, which is understandable.
Very.
Like
Yeah.
if
Very.
she's the driver, if it's her car, she's paying the tolls, she's paying the gas, but she got to pay in to get in the club.
And
At
not
least
only
one
that,
of you,
not
and it's
only that,
$15. Like at
she-
least one of you, she
she
didn't
might-
even have to say that.
Yeah.
One of them should have said, "Yo,
Automatically
sis, I got
say,
the parking."
or
But
she might have.
that's the difference with guys and females. Like, I don't want to say it in general to make it seem like all females are like that, because we've also seen in situations where females don't complain to spend to get in the spot,
Yeah.
but males do,
Yeah.
because
true.
males are kind of
Come on,
off.
bro.
Why males are kind of off the notion that I'm gonna go spend at the bar. You know what I mean? Which some of them really do. And like with
Some.
our spot,
Some.
there's guys that we know. Nah, bro, you good. You don't have to pay, because we know when he gets in,
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
do- yeah.
buy
10
every
drinks
girl
off
that
rip.
comes up to the counter a drink, and he's gonna buy his friends. So he's gonna spend. But then you had the one person, he wants to skim on everything. Like, he doesn't want to pay to go in. He's gonna buy
Skims on
one
food.
drink, or he's gonna try to get somebody to buy him a drink, or he still wants a discount on the food. Like, so that person, nah, you gotta pay, because we know you, bro. You've been here, you know what I mean? But in
It's a
that
repeated
in
cycle with you.
that scenario with the girls, though, I've seen a lot of that a lot of that stuff happen, where if it was a group of guys, like how we interact, and even though you're female, like if we go out to eat, or if we're going someplace, if one person says, yo, I'm paying for this, nobody is like feels weird about it. You know what I mean? Like because it's still gonna work out. Because if I go with, say for instance, if we go to this party and somebody says, okay, I'll buy the drinks, we know we're going to another party later, somebody else is gonna pick it up,
Right?
or and it's not, and we're not pocket watching to say, yo, I spent $200 at that last party. Now she only spent $150. Like, nah, bro, like you guys need to give me some money back, because I spent $200. Nah, we don't. Nah,
We do it in a way that it evens out for everybody.
I was just gonna say
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Without even counting the coins, like we just do what we gotta do.
Somebody
But
gets
other
the,
people,
somebody gets
other
the door,
people,
somebody
bro,
gets the drink, somebody gets the hookah.
They be like, no,
bro,
let's divide it in
bro,
half.
with females,
You owe me $21.93.
Females, they're keeping tabs and notes, bro. When they get back to that hotel, they be
know.
like, well, I spent this and that, and everybody's like, that's just confusion, bro. And that's
Cash
why,
App
and that's
you
why, if you notice,
$4, you $13.90. Like, come on.
That's why, if you notice, a lot of girls' trips always end bad.
You know what they don't have? Get vex money.
No, even when they
No.
have money, bro, it's always a problem.
But the get vex money is a different kind of money.
Because as I said, they watch
their pocket,
each other's pockets.
But listen, if you go out, you gotta have your get vex money, because something could happen where y'all get into a little rift, and y'all want to
I've
find.
seen- did you guys see this video online where the girl was putting her friend on blast in the hotel?
No,
I seen the one at the
airport.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
she didn't want to do any of the excursions. She just wanted to come.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you have to know your friends, right? Like, I'm sure you knew that she was really like a calm, chill person.
Yeah.
Me personally, if I go on vacation, you want to wake up at 8 o'clock and do some jet skis, what's up?
Yeah.
You want to go to brunch at 12 o'clock and get drunk as hell and then do some next stuff.
Yeah.
What's up? But you have to know your friends. And like me personally, on my vacation that happened in Miami, whatever the case may be, it wasn't even money. It wasn't even anything crazy. It was just built up things that she didn't speak about to where like just other people involved. She was really, from the trip, she was more upset on how other people were treating me for my birthday, that I didn't speak up about it. I wasn't vocal about it. Like I didn't.
But then.
And there was other things
No,
too.
yeah, yeah,
There was
but
other
then-
things
but
too
then-
that was the
But then
straw that broke the
you know
camel's
why
back.
to me I don't think that makes sense, that it caused a divide between you two. Because look at it like this. So I'm your friend, and it's your birthday. I didn't like the way he treated you for your birthday, but instead of saying something to him or me having a problem with him, it's causing a problem between me and you because you didn't speak up. Does that make sense? It really does. It to me, it seems like you're using that as a scapegoat to have a problem. Because it's like, okay, you're standing up for me, and I appreciate that.
For sure. Definitely
But
did.
why are you mad that I didn't stand up for myself? Okay, I didn't stand up for myself because I just didn't want to argue. It was my birthday. I didn't feel like I should be using that, garnering that energy on my birthday. Maybe if it was another time or so, I would have said something. But it's my birthday. I just wanted to have fun and enjoy myself with my friends. and you're mad that I didn't, and you kept being mad where it got to the point, even though you say it's not just that one thing, but it just don't make no sense to me.
Listen, if you ruin my birthday, please don't talk to me next year. Don't talk to me.
Exactly, but
Don't,
you know,
my birthday is my special day. Every day is my special day, but my birthday is the one day that
I'm not big on birthdays, but I get what you're saying.
I'm not big on it too, but that's the one day that I was born. I shall feel celebrated. I shall be happy. I shouldn't be stressing.
Like for me,
the rest of the days of the year, I'm stressing. That day,
it's minimal for me on my birthday, and you guys have seen that. Like once I got you guys around me, because like the four of us, we're good. I don't need nobody else. The four of us, like we could, if the four of us go to a party and when we walk in, there's nobody in there. Once there's a DJ in there and there's music playing and there's alcohol,
you gonna get the round. You gonna get the first round. I got the second one. Let's do it. You want a hookah? Let's get the hookah.
Yeah, we are our own party, bro. That's literally. We don't need nobody else. That's why I usually hate when people pull up to the spot and they be like, is it lit in there? I'm like, bro, we just started. We just opened. I'm like, bro, like it's and it's like 6-7 people walking in, but they're like, nah, we come back. I'm like, it's 6-7 of you.
You need people in the party to get the party started.
Exactly.
Like, you need people in the party to get more people.
If I'm by myself, I'm the party.
Listen, how many times have we gone out and y'all are standing there? You know, y'all are chilling, catching the vibe, whatever. But I'm dancing. Like the party's packed. Like
if there's a DJ.
I'm
what else do you want?
Why would you waste your time? You know, you gotta take a nap. I take naps before we go.
I'm gonna get my $10, $20, $30 worth of party. You
gotta get dressed. You, at least for females, you gotta get dressed. You gotta do your makeup. You know, you gotta make sure everything, your hair and everything is good. Then you gotta drive there. Then you gotta pay $20, $30, whatever the case may be, dollars to get in. And then you just gonna stand there.
And this is only for the women that does their makeup to go to these parties, not the ones that sit there and be like, oh, I know the DJ. I know the promoter. I know the host. Oh yeah, we yeah.
All right. So this other one says, I don't know if it's worded right, but I'm gonna read it the way Janae sent it. She said, "Why do most guys leave women after giving birth?" I don't know if I have the answer for that.
Let me see if I can find it was worded very similarly to that. I'll see if I can find it, but it was a huge debate going on in regards to men as soon as their girlfriend, whatever you want to classify it as, they leave their woman.
Like me personally, I wouldn't know. Because I have one kid, and I was there for everything. But every doctor's appointment, I was there for his birth.
The way how that's worded too, it can't just be on the guy. What about the woman that kicks the guys out after? Or
that has happened too. But the thing is, you got a point. Like, say for instance, you get a girl pregnant, right, and she has a kid or whatever. And then you guys break up, even if it's not your fault why you guys break up, people are gonna think you walked away because of that reason, or you don't want to be a dad, or you know what I mean. So in most cases, the dude always gets the blame.
But that doesn't
even if that's not the
anything
case.
With dealing with how you treat that kid. You could be in some battles with the woman or the mom or whatever, and you got to stop talking, but your kid has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So
the way how you treat your kid shouldn't reflect on how you and the mom's relationship or you and the dad's relationship are based. Because at the end of the day, that's your kid. That's your flesh and blood. So for me,
and also too, what a lot of people don't pay attention to, having a child or being pregnant sometimes also alters the female's what's the word I'm looking for? Like how she reacts to certain things it could impact her in a bad way.
True.
Because sometimes when females are pregnant, they're more aggressive and stuff like that. If it's the dude's first child, he's never had that experience. Sometimes they don't know how to handle it.
You can't put all the blame on them if they don't know how to handle it.
They don't know how to handle it.
So say if you've had, as a woman or a guy, you've had kids prior.
So wait, hold on. So the actual question is, what makes most men leave their woman after giving birth?
What makes most?
Yeah.
That's a
Wow.
tough one. But
As I said,
It's a debate.
because usually when I answer questions, I try to put myself in the situation, or I
Mhm.
try to talk based on my experiences, but
Mhm.
I have no experience with that part. Like I
Mhm.
don't know. Like even with in my case with my dad, I don't know why my dad didn't stick around.
Mhm.
Like I've really never asked my mom that like why.
Mhm.
I don't think she knows why. You know what I mean? I don't think she would know if I even asked. So it's like I don't know what that case is, but I know in terms of me being a dad, I'm definitely gonna be there for my son, no matter what. You know what I mean? And if I get more kids, it's the same. Whether I'm with their mom or not. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be there. But in terms of like it's hard, like as I said, it's hard for me to answer because I don't know this, but the main reason, maybe not the main reason, but one of the reasons why I go so hard for my kid is because when I look at him, I see myself. You know what I mean? Like he's like literally like my twin. Like that's like how I looked when I was growing up. Like his mannerisms, the way he sounds, like the things he does, the way he thinks, like everything is me. I can't even be mad at him with the stuff he does because I would have done the same thing. Like it's mind blowing sometimes when I think about it. Like even if he does something like that would want me, like I would get upset about, like just me like taking a breath and thinking about it, I'm like, I would have done the same shit. But I'm not gonna let him know that. I'm gonna still reprimand him and talk to him about it, like and scold him. But then in the back of my head, sometimes I'll even call my mom and say, "Yo, you wouldn't believe what he did today," and she just laugh because she's like, "You would have done the same thing." Like, you know what I mean? Like he's kind of like, say for instance, like if he does something that I deemed unfit, he's not just gonna not all the time, but he's not, it's not like he's gonna get like rude or whatever, but he's gonna question me about it. Like why is it wrong for me to do that? And I used to be the same way. Like I've always wanted questions. Like even now I get in trouble at my job with authority because that's how I am. Like if you tell me that I did something wrong that I don't think it's wrong, I need an explanation why.
You can't just say I did something
You
wrong
can't
without telling me
exactly
what exactly I did wrong.
Bro, my son is the same way, but so knowing that we got the same personality, it makes it even easier to deal with him because it's like I'm literally dealing with myself. So saying that to say this, like that's the reason why me personally, I couldn't have walked away. So I just don't know how to answer that question because I couldn't do it. But in the same breath though, like as I said, with females, like, and not, it doesn't happen with all females, but I've seen it happen where females, they'll get really aggressive when they're in that prenatal state, if that's the word, if I'm using that word in the correct term.
Also postpartum?
And then you have postpartum depression. So
that's what a lot of the comments were saying.
There's a lot of things that where is if it's an unexperienced, and this is not me making excuses for guys, because as I had said before, I personally do not know the answer to this question. I'm just thinking about it and just trying to respond. So also with that postpartum thing that you're talking about, that could also be something like he can't deal with that. He can deal with her excessive aggression that he's never had to deal with prior to her being pregnant or having that child. So he's like, yo, I'm done. And then she too is gonna say some stuff behind that instead of him thinking that, oh shit, I shouldn't be walking away, he's gonna be like, see, that's why I don't want to be here. Because instead of she saying, oh, I'm sorry, or I'm this, he's like, you dirty this or whatever, you get out of it. Worse if it's her place. Woo! You already know. So
Yeah, a lot of
I-
the comments mention the postpartum depression. A lot of the comments mention accident. You know, it was just something like a one-time thing or something that wasn't serious, a little sneaky link.
Yeah.
And the guy just wasn't ready for that responsibility. I forgot what the other ones were,
said,
but it was.
I'm glad
it was,
you said that part, because you remember we did an episode where I asked that question and people thought I was crazy to ask the question. Like, if the dude wasn't ready, like he'd made that clear, like told you that I'm not ready for a kid. If the girl goes forward, I wouldn't say she goes and gets pregnant, because she can't get pregnant off her own. So I'm not saying it like that. If she gets pregnant, and then in the stages where they could take precautions, where she could even take the morning after or go get it aborted or whatever. Like, even though I don't like that abortion thing or whatever, but that's the world we live in. You know what I mean? So I'm putting the variables out there. If he then says, okay, he goes to the store and he gets that morning after and he says, and she said, I'm not taking it because I want this baby. And he's like, babe, I don't think I'm ready for a child. And she goes ahead and gets that child against his will. Should he still be responsible for that child? Society is gonna say yes, because you're a deadbeat dad and you're a this and that. But if the shoe was on the other foot and he wants that child and she decides, I'm not ready, I'm not messing my body up, for whatever reason she's not ready, you know what society is gonna say? Her
She's
body,
right.
her choice. So why isn't it her body, her choice when the dude doesn't want a kid?
Because women are here to procreate.
So are men.
We are too, but what if
because she can't procreate on her own?
You cannot.
But and I think I made the same stance when we talked about it on the podcast. If at that moment, me personally, if I'm like, hey babe, or hey so and so, I'm pregnant, like I kind of want to keep it, and they're like, oh, I don't want anything to do with it, whatever, and I continue on with that pregnancy and to have a kid and raise a child, that's on me now. Like you have to be one track minded on, like, all right, I'm the sole provider for this kid, because he already told you up front what it was. If that's what you want to do, but I don't want it.
We've seen
like,
a lot of women do exactly what you said, and then later down the line they come and say, hey, child support.
Bro, listen, I know of a case right now that happened where me and the female we had, because we were close back then, we had a conversation, and she literally said, I just want a child, I don't care who the father is, I just want a kid. I said to her in that conversation, I was like, do you have family members here? She said, no, all my family is in another state. So I'm like, so how is it gonna work in terms of, like, because mind you, I have a child. I was lucky enough to always have someone in the family where my son could stay with, or somebody could be at my house to stay with him, where we didn't have to get a babysitter. No, I'm lying. I remember we used to pay somebody to babysit, but it was somebody in the family, so it was never no outsider. You know what I mean? It was my my in-laws' mom. She just migrated here, but she was already at a retirement age, so she hasn't worked since she's been here. She's just been chilling. The only work she did pretty much was just to take care of my son. So we paid her to take care of my son when he was, I think we did that for maybe like a year. You know what I mean? Or when it wasn't full time, it was like anywhere in between when we really needed somebody. You know what I mean? But so I said to the girl, I'm like, yo, this was my experience, but I don't think everybody's gonna be that lucky. That's why I asked her about family or whatever. So I'm like, how are you gonna, daycare is expensive. Like, that's one of the most expensive part of raising a child, bro. Daycare.
It's like mortgage.
Daycare is like super expensive. Super expensive.
I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom.
Because like some places, what you pay a week or for the month, bro, like that's some people's wages. I know that for a fact. So I was like, yo, how are you gonna handle that? I'll get through it. Boom, she got pregnant. That's what Janae would say. She got pregnant, right? and as soon as all those hardships hit, she put the dude on child support. Aren't you the same person that said all you wanted was a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Making the dude's life a living hell right now. She messed up his car, want to fight his girl, like, all. I'm like, bro, like, you said you wanted this. Like, you literally said, this is what I want.
And you don't get off the child support until like
That's
you're
insane.
18 or you
No,
take them
if the
off.
kid goes to college, it's until they're finished with college.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I thought it was until you were like 18.
No.
It
I
is
think
if
it
they don't
goes
go to
up to like
college.
21?
No.
20. I think, I don't know the age where it's, even if they're in college, that's it. But if at 18 they decide they want to go to college, you're still responsible for that. If they don't want to go, then you're good. But if they want to, yeah, you're still responsible.
I do commend the moms that's doing it on their own. Like the dads will get them pregnant and then out of nowhere switch up like, oh, I don't want to deal with this no more.
Yeah, because there are a lot of situations like that.
I do commend.
You see that a lot.
I do commend all the moms that is raising their kids on their own. Because for me, I judge a woman based off how she treats her kids.
True.
You cannot treat me as a king, but your kid is not getting the same princess, queen, or king treatment.
I'm the same way.
It doesn't work because that's your offspring. That's your flesh and blood. You should not be treating somebody else.
I
better than your kid.
I dated somebody for a period of time, right? Where she had a daughter and a son. Beautiful kids, but she did something twice that made me look at her different, and that was one of the deciding factors why I didn't have like a full-on relationship with her. It was like she was a good person. She treated me like more than a king, bro. Like as soon as I took my clothes off, those shits were washed. She would clean my shoes. Like, she did everything. But you know what?
Not the same for her kids?
Now, I would say not the same. She treats them good, but she treated me better than she treated them. Because I remember twice she went overseas, and when she came back, everything in her suitcase was for me. She brought nothing for her daughter, nothing for her son, both times. I swear to God, bro, everything in that suitcase was mine. Was I happy to get them? Yes. Yeah. But when I realized the kids got nothing,
you was upset.
I felt bad, bro. I was like, how? And it's the fact that I knew that she genuinely, if I told you she didn't love those kids, because they were well taken care of. But in that moment, it just didn't seem right.
Yeah, because you're going on vacation and bringing a guy back. Something.
If it's even if she bought like a souvenir, like for them, I would
something to play with.
I got cologne, I got clothes, I got all types of stuff. But her kids got nothing.
Yeah, no, that's so low.
And I was like, nah.
And that's one thing I like about.
But bro, like, she's one of those females that when she finds a guy that she likes,
that's it.
She loves hard. Yeah. And she, bro, hand and foot, bro. Like, my dinner would, like, bro,
let's stick a pin in that. Let's stick a pin in that.
My food is cooked. Like, everything is taken care of, bro. But at the same time, like, just that one thing
made you not.
Yeah. Let's stick a pin on that. But question for you, because you've been through the experience, and you can answer it if you want to. You don't have to.
Yeah.
If it happened in your situation, because you are a dad, how did you deal with postpartum? Because a lot of the comments and a lot of things that we see just in social media, you know, even in celebrities and things like that, like, it's really the postpartum part and afterbirth and adjusting to the new schedule. You know, your kid may not sleep at night. How did you adjust or deal with that?
Like for me, I treated my kid's mom like an egg. During pregnancy, after pregnancy, until my son was maybe like old enough to manage himself to move around. Like, I was there, as I said, I was there for everything. Like, so let me start from, say, she being pregnant and her first doctor's visit. Once I found out she was pregnant, I didn't want her to do anything. Like, I would do everything for her as long as I was there, as long as I was in close proximity to her. Everything. I don't want to lift anything. I did everything. I started to do the only thing I didn't do much of, even though I did sometimes, is cook, because I can cook, but I don't like to cook. But if it's like, say, to help moving the furniture for her to clean, I did all that. If it's to do the laundry, I did all that, because laundry bags are heavy. So I would bring the laundry, I would bring the bags down in the basement. I would do the laundry myself. Like, I would make sure I did all that stuff. All the doctor's appointment, I made sure they were on the days that I didn't work, so I could take her to those appointments. I could be there, so I don't have to be coming home and asking, oh, so what did the doctor say today? I swear to God, I didn't miss any doctor's appointments. I was there for the birth of my son. I was supposed to cut his umbilical cord, if I'm calling the word correctly, because I always mess it up. But he was premature, so I didn't get the option to do it. But I was there though. My son was in the NICU so my son was born the 21st of May, and Father's Day is when? What week in June?
The second week in
So I got to take him home. It's like
around
Father's
the 15th, 16th, somewhere
so
around
he
there.
was in the NICU from the 21st of May till Father's Day. I got him to take him home on Father's Day. So that's pretty much
like
maybe
2-3 weeks.
like almost a month or something, right? I was in the NICU every day. As soon, like, I would leave there, go home, shower, go to bed. At that time I was doing day shift, right? I would go home, I would sleep, I wake up, shower, go to work. I go home, shower, go to the NICU. So I would stay there as long as I could, and that was my routine every day. I was literally there more than she was, because she just had a baby. She's a little weak or whatever. She had to be pumping. So my freezer was filled with milk, like so much milk, bro. Like we could have sold that shit. Swear to God, that was so much. And I saw her going through even the pain of how, when her breast got swollen because she's producing so much milk, she's like crying and combing that shit out because the pumps don't work as fast as she wants. I was there for everything, rubbing her feet because they're swollen, everything. So I don't know if she had postpartum stress. I don't think she did, because I don't remember her, snapping at me or anything. Like, I think that it was a good transition, but I was there for everything. So even if it did happen, I was there. I made sure she was good. I made sure everything was good, because that's my job, and I loved her and I loved my son. So I did everything I was supposed to do. And that's how it's supposed. But not all guys can handle that. Not all guys can stay there to see a female have a baby. Like, not everybody can withstand that. I saw everything.
I
saw the crowning, everything.
Squeamish or whatever.
Bro, I saw everything. And I'm glad I did.
I saw somebody give birth one time.
You know what? You know what? And I've said this. I saw women in a different light after the birth of my son. Women go through so much to bring a child in the world, bro. Like, you never imagine until you see it.
Even just throughout pregnancy too. So, like, my niece, she's older than me, but she's a mom of 2 beautiful girls, my godchildren, Haven and Jayana. But even just seeing the transition of, stomach getting big, breast and feed, and having to adjust your diet and everything, like, we go through so much. And then it wasn't her, but she was high risk, but my friend from high school, I was in the room. It happened so, like, unexpectedly, but it was amazing. And at first I'm like, oh, I'm in this room, like, I'm about to watch you give, like, you want me to look in between your legs, like, what?
Yeah, that shit is.
But then, like, the
crazy.
baby was coming, and you just see, like, the crowning, you see the head, and then you see the baby come out, and then the crying,
as long as the baby and breech, it doesn't take long.
It really doesn't. I think maybe 3 pushes, and
then you hear those cries, and then
And
Like,
it was such an amazing experience. And like, you really see a woman's body change just like this,
Yep.
and then go right back in a sense in just minutes. And it's like
Yep.
amazing.
It's an amazing experience.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that.
definitely.
And as I said, not all guys can handle it, but if you feel like it's something you can handle, and you're in love with the person that is giving birth to your child, try to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Try to experience.
when I
it.
do eventually have a kid, I want to experience it.
Yeah, try to experience
I've
it.
seen
It's,
people.
it's something that's gonna make you
them.
appreciate your female more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just, and even if, say, the relationship doesn't work out and you guys aren't together anymore, just females in general, yeah, you're gonna look at them differently. You know what I mean? Especially like me personally, I love seeing females pregnant. The only thing that changed that for me was when I lost my daughter. Cause like in that for like that time when I lost my daughter to like I can't give you like a definite time frame, but there was a time where I hated that. Like I hated seeing females pregnant during that time, and it was just a trauma. Because like it reminded me of what I lost. And even seeing people with like young kids, it would just always bring me back to that memory that my daughter should have been here. But then after like, you know what I mean, the years went by, it got easier and easier. So like now it doesn't bother me as much. Like maybe you say 2-3 years ago, I couldn't sit here and talk about it without breaking down. Like I couldn't. You know what I mean? But now I can, because like I not that I've I wouldn't say forgotten it, but it's just easier to deal with. You know? But
yeah,
bro,
I
like,
definitely I
childbirth,
can't wait
bro,
to have
that
kids.
shit is it's beautiful. But and you know the weirdest thing about it is there's such a thin line between life and death with the female giving birth.
And definitely in Black women,
Cause
there's a very thin line.
True.
We're
Because
very
like
disregarded.
there's also a female can develop low blood pressure during pregnancy. She can get gestational diabetes, and if she's not careful, it could become full-blown diabetes if it's not detected early enough. And it could also damage the baby too. So there's like so much stuff. That's why they got to go to the doctor so often.
What?
Literally.
So I have a question.
No.
And it might not be the right question, but it's
There ain't
about
no wrong question, bro. Just ask the question you ask it.
What would you do in this in the case of, because I see a lot of people say, well, the question is, who would you choose to save if your lady's giving birth? Would you save the mom or the kid?
Save me.
What would you do? Because I see a lot of people say they would rather save the kid because that's what the mom would have wanted, or they would have chosen to save the mom because they could try again.
I would only say,
that's
what would you
a
do?
hard question.
Me personally, I'm gonna say save me, right? And here's my perspective on it, just mine. Save me, right? Whatever the issue is with why I couldn't fully come to term with my pregnancy, most times it can kind of be corrected or fixed, you know, whether it's my diet, whether it's medication, whatever the case may be, and we can always try again. I would rather you save me, because at least I don't want my partner to go through that pain, like, oh, you know, we made this great sacrifice. And, you know, sometimes men do get in their feelings like, oh, you know, like, I gave her a baby. Like, she went through this pregnancy because I was here and we went through it together, and she could go through it because I'm here. So I wouldn't want you to feel guilty, or I wouldn't want you to be like, man, like, I have this beautiful baby, but my wife isn't here, or my girlfriend's not here, whatever the case may be. Save me. We can go through our grief and our hurt and our trauma together, and then we can go for that miracle baby. And then that will make me personally, I think it would make life and parenthood a little bit more like sweeter, because we've been through something so tragic and we worked through it, and we're stronger than ever. And now we do have this healthy baby boy or baby girl, or this healthy kid, whatever the case may be, to actually enjoy and go through parenthood together. So me personally, save me. That's me.
What would you say, Sean?
I'd not say it's an easy answer, but I would save the female. I would save my girl. Reason being, because we can always have another child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not gonna be as easy to find the same qualities in a person that I found in that person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I had to make that decision when I lost my daughter, because I think if we had waited longer, I would have to had made that decision.
Mm.
But even though as I said, I miss my daughter so much, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. Because we already had a child prior. You know, my son was like 5 or 4, I think, at the time. So what would I have told him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That his mom passed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so in that, I would, if I would, as I said, they didn't give me those options. But if it came to that and I had to do it all over again, I would still chose her. Because as I said, we could always try again. We could always have another child. Choosing the child, it would have to be, say, the risk, what the risks were. Because if it's they're saying, well, we could take the child, but there's a possibility that she could also go. Then maybe if I'm with those odds, I'm like, damn. Yeah. So what are the odds if I try to save the child? Like, could the child also possibly die? And they said, nah. Chances are the child is gonna be fine if we go that route. But if we try to save both, or there's a possibility that, you know what I mean, that's different. But you know what I mean, I don't know what do you say?
It's a tough situation.
It is.
It's very tough.
You got to choose one.
You gotta choose.
Because yes, you would want to have that kid. Because you went through like 9 months of carrying that child. You want to, at the same time, you don't want your partner to go. So it's a 50-50. It's like, and then also you don't want that to have that resentment of like, I let my wife die, or I let my kid die. You know, so it's tough for me. Like and also for personally for me, I kind of almost went through something like that in my own life. So. Not in that situation. In the situation of my mom was ready to have me, and she told me this years later. So I kind of gained more respect and love for her, because I was a troublesome kid. But when she came out and said it, yeah, me,
troublesome kid,
trouble. I give trouble every day.
I could see that. Definitely.
My nickname was Pepper for a reason.
Gosh.
But no, she came out and said to me, I almost didn't make it. I was kind of like, huh? I was confused. As I said earlier, confuddled. Confuddled.
I'm definitely going to look up that word, bro.
No, she said it to me that she went to the hospital, and when she got to the hospital and signed in, checked in, whatever, my dad wasn't there at the moment. The nurses looked at her and sent her to a different hospital. That was like an hour away. And then when she got to the next hospital, they told her to go back to the hospital you just came. Do you want to lose your kid? Like, so it was just like,
it's an actual word. I swear to God. It says, in the English language, it means a state of extreme confusion and frustration. And you use it in the proper, bro.
I'm proud of you.
You taught me something, bro. Because I was laughing. I was like, bro, is that even a word?
I'm proud of you.
Confuddled, okay?
Oh, shit.
Proud of you.
It's a real word.
It's
English
a real
dictionary.
word.
Oh, it's part of the ambiance, guys.
So I was about to run out of here.
Yo, Janae was about to take off just now.
I was about to.
You know what, we choke.
Yeah, but it's an actual word though.
But
Sorry, I cut you off. But
really good. So yeah, they sent her. She went to the right hospital. They told her to go to the next hospital. She got there. They're like, go back to the hospital you just came from, because you could lose your kid. Now, when I asked her what happened in between, like what did she say to my dad, she said she didn't want to take the joy away from him because I'm his first kid.
Yeah, but
She did not want to say
the
that.
thing is though, and Janae's only saying that now because she hasn't been in that situation most of the times. If the female is aware that those options are on the table, she's gonna choose the kid.
Yeah.
That's the difference with males and
That's what-
females.
So when that happened, I literally asked her,
I can guarantee you, like, and if you ask doctors, I'm gonna go out on a limb to say 9 out of 10.
the woman chose the kid.
If the female hears that conversation, she's gonna say, "Save my
Yeah,
child."
it's like maternal instinct, but
Yeah.
I don't know. You're right. I haven't been in that
Yeah,
situation.
you haven't been in the situation, so
I'm just thinking like what I might do.
Yeah, because I've seen situations where females will be like, "I don't want kids," and they found themselves pregnant, and that whole pregnancy changed them. I've seen that happen.
I used to work with a couple of women that be like, "No, like I don't want kids. Like I'm too awkward, whatever."
Yeah. Yep.
And they have kids, and they're great mothers. Like, and
no, but
it's so
it humbles
weird
you
and
in
like
certain
shocking.
ways.
It's like
it's a
certain.
As I said, bro,
certain moms,
like for like me being a father, as I said, I was there for everything. So me just experiencing even what you said about just seeing her stomach grow and feeling my son move, especially either moving to my touch or to the sound of my voice or stuff like that, like everything, bro, like it changes you.
Babies
Like
are amazing.
when my son was born, like for the first few months, I don't think I went outside. I don't think I was away from him unless I'm at work. Like that was the only time. Now, as soon as I'm done working home, and he would be in his crib sleeping, and I would be just there, just watching over him. And even now, I think I'm still more paranoid about the safety of my son than even his mom.
and that's
Because like I don't want my son is old enough to walk to school, this and that, but I still don't want him to do it.
And especially
Like,
how the world is today, kids are so innocent and so
listen,
like curious.
my son is turned 12 the 21st of May passed, right? And to this day, if we go out and he wants to use the restroom, I'm going in there with him, whether I want to use the restroom or not. And I'm standing outside that door and I'm waiting till he's done.
even to
And when he's washing his hands, I'm standing right beside him. He washes his hands and we go outside. If we go to the trampoline park anywhere and he's playing, I gotta have a line of sight. Like I don't want, like he's so agile and so nimble. I can't keep up with him anymore. But I make sure wherever he's at, I can see him.
even to this day,
Like his mom, I don't know how she can do it, because it's not like I can say, oh, I love my son more than she does, because I don't think any of us love him more. I think we both love him as much as we possibly could. But I don't know how she can do that, where he can be like playing out there and she can be like talking with her sisters or her cousins or whatever, and not really like she's watching him, but not as close as I would watch him. Like I remember my son loves the water, loves to swim. Was last year, I think it was either Labor Day or 4th of July, he went to his cousin's house because they got a pool, and all he asked me was to drop him off because he couldn't wait for his mom because she was asleep. So he called me. He's like, "Yo, Dad, can you drop me off to so-and-so's house?" I was like, "All right, no problem." Lo and behold, I didn't even know he didn't say nothing to his mom. You know what I mean? He just took his phone and
He
called
said
me.
he want to go
So,
swimming.
I picked him up, brought him there. Here goes my phone. Where is? I'm like, I got him. Like he told me that he wanted me to drop him off. She's like, "Oh, that damn kid." I told him to wait because I wanted to take a nap first. So I was like, "Nah, don't worry, I got him." Anyways, I ended up spending the whole day there until she got there. Cause like I just couldn't leave him and go nowhere knowing that he's gonna be swimming. Mind you, adults are there. My brother-in-laws, my sister-in-laws, older cousins, people who can swim. I don't give a fuck.
It's your kid.
I'm not leaving, bro. And when I'm leaving, I'm still leaving stern warning. Yo, make sure you watch the kids in the pool. And I got in my car and I look again. I say, yo, make sure you go watch the kids. Because I didn't see anybody move. I'm still telling them, though, the kids are swimming. Somebody needs to be back there. Please. Because, like, I just, no. But I'm paranoid when it comes to my son.
I think my dad is the same way. Even till this day, if that man does not hear from me, how many years find yourself?
Yeah, my mom used to be that way until I moved here.
Until what?
So like if I was going anywhere when I lived in Jamaica, even though we didn't live in the same house, I would still call her or text her. I was like, yeah, mom, I'm going here, or mom, I'm going there. So it's like making sure she knows where I'm at all the time.
For me, I feel like I'm being clocked. I hate it, but I be like, he becomes like,
bro, when you become a parent, then
I'm gonna understand. That's why he also says it's like the lessons that he's learned or the things that he's gone through in his life. He's giving me those lessons or telling me these things so I don't face the same obstacles. And you know how we are. We're stubborn. We want to do our own thing. We want to learn these, on our own. He's like, I don't want you to have to learn it. I'm telling you right now what could happen or how it could happen. So that
you're still gonna have to learn from your own mistakes, but at least you have it in the back of your mind that like, my dad said this. So even if you find yourself in that situation, you kind of have
some type of
guidance,
some type of guidance and knowledge to know that okay, what decision do I make at this moment?
And sometimes in the heat of the moment, you might
you're still gonna mess up.
You're gonna go off of what
you're still gonna mess up.
So and then when I tell him, he's like, I told you, this will happen or that will happen. And he'll be like, sometimes you need to just listen and follow the rules that I lay out for you because it will always set you free and out of trouble. And I'm like, yeah, but I just want to learn on my own.
Listen,
you're like the kid with the fire.
Me, my sister, and my brother, we are grown. Like my brother is grown.
Yeah, no matter how grown you are, you're still a kid to them.
Yeah.
If neither one of us check in with her, and it's not even a little text message, sending a video on that we found on Facebook, whatever. If we don't do any of those, one time my sister was in college. She was an RA at UAlbany, and she was in training all day. My mom, I don't know if she forgot or just didn't know. I don't know. But my sister was in training all day. When I tell you by 3:00 p.m., when I got out of school, my mom was like, put your stuff, we going to Albany. I said, well, what happened? She said, I can't get a hold of Ashley. I said, well, did you call the school? So she called the school. She called the university police. She called until she finally got a hold of my sister. And my sister was like, yo, like I was in training. Like, she said, well, I didn't know that. And that lady's crazy.
And I'm going to tell you this. That's one of the worst feelings ever. It feels like forever. The worst feeling. When you can't get a hold of your loved one, especially your child, that's the worst because your mind is going like at 1,000 miles per hour. You're thinking the worst. You don't want to because you don't want to put that in the universe, but like you be like, oh, I just hope this didn't happen or that didn't happen. Like, so
even now, like I call my mom. My mom is perfectly fine. Like she's great, but I'll call her and she don't answer. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Let some time go by, and I call her again. Okay, but why are you like? What are you doing? Like, why are you not answering me? Like, what are you doing?
If I call them and they don't answer, I'm like, so what was you doing? You answer the phone call.
Like, who's more important than your favorite child?
I don't like the house. I don't even know the number in my head, but I'm gonna call. I'm gonna find that number and call it.
I be doing the same thing.
But then
I'm your favorite child. Answer me.
They be
I'll be like, yo, all of my answer.
They'll be like, oh, so. Me up on a car with such and such, or I was sleeping. I'm like, no. But then if I do it to them, it's like, bro, like it's the same thing when I do it to you. You can't get mad.
My mom is always on the phone.
Or if they call me and I decline the call, they call right back, and I'm like, I'm declining the call for a reason, and they still do it. I'm like, if I don't answer, there might be a reason why I'm not answering.
Yo, what? My mom does the same thing. Like I'll call her, and she don't answer, she'll be like, oh, I was on the phone with so and so. But then let us actually be on the phone, and she'll be like, oh, hold on, so and so is calling.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
more important than me.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright,
no,
so,
because they live in England or they live, so they haven't heard. I'm like, I don't care.
all right, so last
more
last
important.
one before we end. So so this one says, I know Janae is like just jotting things down. She didn't write the whole question.
We could honestly skip that one if you want.
No, I got the perfect answer for that one.
Oh, go ahead. Read it. Okay,
So it
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So, all right. So, I think it is like,
so
how do I want to word it?
It was a couple that had been together for 5 years. They had just reached their 5-year, anniversary, whatever. And
and he didn't propose
he
yet?
has not proposed yet. And she felt some type of way. And she was going to go ahead and give an ultimatum to him, but wanted to ask, social media first, like, is she wrong? Should she do it? How should she do it? Whatever the case may be. So question presents, if your significant other, I mean, I guess it's more towards women, but to word it for men. So what is the proper, or when is the right time to propose or get a proposal from a guy or to your woman before you give an ultimatum, like, hey, what we doing? You gonna fix your problems so we can stay together, or hey, you gonna give me a ring so we can stay together, or I'm out?
All right, I don't think there's a specific time, because like you can meet somebody and you know that this is the one, I'm gonna marry this girl, or whatever the case may be. Also, a guy that doesn't propose, he could still feel that way. He still knows that that's my girl, she's my girl, she's a keeper, whatever. But he may not be in a physical frame of mind to make that step, because you got some guys who think like, and females too, but in this sense we're talking about the guys, where if he don't have the bread like in hand, he won't make a move. And then you will have the guy who will save up for that. Will be like, oh, I'm gonna marry this guy, I see the ring, it costs this and that amount of money, I'm gonna save towards it, and then he proposes. But then again, you also have another ultimatum where, how long are you gonna have her in that fiance phase? Some females expect to be married within a year, some even less. You know what I mean? Some would rather you have it planned out, like, okay, he's proposed, so that more than likely he's planning the wedding, or she starts planning the wedding, so she's pushing you now to find the bread to pay for this stuff. You know what I mean?
I just want y'all to know.
I think if we were in some other traditions where the bride's family pays for the wedding, I think a lot of men wouldn't be under so much pressure. You get what I'm saying? Because this is how it is. You want to get married to me, you gotta buy the ring, you gotta pay for it, even though I'm not the one planning it. So all she's doing is planning and stacking and bringing you that bill and say, this is what it's gonna cost. And she don't care about nothing. This is what I want, because for most females, that's their main goal. That's what they dream about when they were playing with their dolls. When they were watching TV, they'll see an artist that they fall in love with, or an actor or whatever. I want to marry him. You know what I mean? So since they were yay high, that's been their goal. Like they want this extravagant wedding. Like, so it's a lot of pressure on the man. And also, I don't think you have to be married to live a fruitful life either.
Look at Chrissy and Jim Jones.
Yeah, you just stole my answer.
No, for real though.
They've been together for how long?
Him.
And then she's been giving him like, I want you to propose to me. And he did it. So she went and did it on national TV. At that is crazy to me.
Yeah. What? So she proposed?
She proposed to him.
Did.
And he said no.
I don't think how I would feel about that.
Said
but
no.
That's for another time.
I'm not going. Me personally, I'm not proposing.
He said no. But
he said what?
he said no.
Why?
I don't.
But not
Not
knowing
know
that,
that he
No,
not
I
know
don't-
that he
I
doesn't
don't
want to
think
get
he
married to
said
her.
not know
no.
that he doesn't want to get married
know
to her.
that he wants to propose.
Yeah.
Oh,
But at the same
Yeah.
time, he's also stated that he doesn't like. I think he stated that he doesn't want to be married. He likes the relationship that they've had. They've been together for over 20 plus years. That's been his girlfriend for 20 plus years. He likes it like that. He doesn't like the type of
and
marriage.
then you know the weirdest part. I can bet there are people in the comments be like, "Oh, I would never be with somebody for
Yeah.
that long without a ring."
Yeah.
But at the same time, they
clowned her
may
for it.
may have a more wholesome relationship
Mhm.
because even the same person that said that may had either walked out on the man that was supposed to be the man of her dreams
Mhm.
because he took too long to propose,
Mhm.
or maybe she has never even been in that situation. She's
Mhm.
no man has ever found her favorable to say, I want you to be my
Mhm.
girl, much more be my wife.
Mhm.
So,
I think
but I think it's a case by case situation. That's
Mhm.
how I think. I
Mhm.
think it depends on who the persons are,
Mhm.
Mhm.
because marriage is not for everyone.
Yeah, and I also
Mm.
think part of the reason why he might not have pulled the trigger on it, Chrissy and his mom don't see eye to eye at
Mama
all.
Jones.
Mama, they hate each other. They battle. It's like, and for
Oh,
him, he's
man.
a mama's boy.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah. So the mom,
Oh.
the mom thinks she's the girlfriend or the wife,
Like the way
and I can't stand
the way I go about relationships though. As long as the female make that decision that I'm her person,
Mhm.
I don't care about anybody else.
Yeah.
Like but I'm a traditional guy though,
Mhm.
where if I meet a girl and I like her in that way, where even if it's not, we're not even we haven't gotten to like the fiance or the marriage part. If she's like my girl, like
Mhm.
my girl, I want to meet her family. I want to meet her mom. I want to meet her dad if her dad is still in her life, whatever. And I want them to know I'm the guy that's responsible for you.
Mhm.
Like I want that. But
Mhm.
if I make that step and they don't approve, as long as she approves,
I don't care.
That's it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you at
'Cause
least
I don't-
did in
I don't-
good faith.
it's not
like,
you
it's not
reached
I'm
out.
dating- I'm not
I'm the
dating
type
you,
of
I'm
person. I
dating
don't
her.
have to be.
Yeah.
I'm not dependent on your family.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm dating you.
I could care less.
Right. Out of respect.
I don't have to go to no
Mhm.
no get-togethers. I don't have
Mhm.
to go to no
Mhm.
barbecues. I don't have to go to no
That's
no
funny.
nothing. I don't
That's
have
funny.
to, but I would like to.
Mhm.
If so, I would rather they like me.
Mhm.
But if they don't, I could care less.
I've
But the
dealt
good
with-
thing with me though, I've always gotten along
Mhm.
with any girl that I've talked to. I've always gotten along with their families.
I've
Always.
dealt with women that have
You paid them off?
said,
Hmm?
You paid them off.
Nah, I don't have to. I'm likable, bro.
You paid.
nah, I don't gotta pay nobody. I've
I'm
dealt
likable.
with women and I've said this to them.
No, listen.
I'm likable. I need that
The
shirt.
my mother-in-laws, they love me.
Mhm.
All of them.
I've dealt
I've
with
never
I've
had a
dealt
problem.
with women and I've said to them, your family does not dictate who you're supposed to deal with. They cannot tell you. They could have your input.
You know one of the what I don't know if it's one, like it's been so long, but you know one. So I'm gonna say one. One of the vows is for marriage. It says to take and to forsake all others.
Others,
That
yeah.
means like
Nobody else.
nobody should
Yeah.
matter.
That's
Mhm.
why like
Nobody.
So, this is what I'm
not your
saying.
mom, not your mom, not your dad, not your sister, not your kids. Not that. So
Your kids gonna have a say because that's your kid, but it
Listen.
doesn't matter
It says
At the end of the
and to
yeah.
forsake all
because
others.
when I had that conversation with said
I'm
person,
gonna see if I can pull it up.
I had a
Keep talking.
conversation with said
Pull it up,
person.
pull it
I
up.
said to them, if I'm dealing with you, your family could have their input, but they cannot decide for you because they're not in your shoes,
Mhm.
your position, no matter what it is. They're not feeling the love or the bond that you might have created.
Right.
So it could be your brother, it could be your sister, your aunties, your cousins, your best friends. I don't care who it is. They're not you. I'm dealing with you for you. I'm not
Mhm.
dealing with you for 10 million other people telling you,
Oh yeah,
don't
see
deal
what
with
see
him.
it says here. I now take you to be my wedded wife or husband, depending on
Mhm.
who's saying it. to live together after God's ordinance in the holy relationship of marriage. I promise to love and comfort you, honor and keep you, and forsaking all others, I will be yours alone as long as we both shall live. Heard what that said, bro?
Me personally, and this is just me, because I like to have a fairy tale life, even though life isn't fairy tale-ish, but I'm traditional as well. I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to have my husband's last name. I want to have that house together. It doesn't have to be the, white house with the picket fence, whatever the case may be, but I want to be the house, my kids' friends feel safe and comfortable. They want to hang out at. When it's game night, football is on and basketball is on, all his guys come over and I done made some food. I want to be girls' weekend. We in the girl cave. I want to.
That's what they dream about, bro.
Yeah. Girls' weekend.
I want to do that. So me personally, I don't know if I would put.
Sounds exciting. Never always works that way.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Sometimes kids come first. That's the
perfect marriage, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's a set time or year or whatever. But I would like if I'm. I would have to be like actually in that situation, but me thinking about it,
because the perfect wife should know that she should always allow her husband to have time for his friends or time with his friends.
Don't always tag along with me.
And also,
I want you to go out on a Friday night and have boys' night.
Not a lot of females are like that.
Yeah.
And then
they want to tag along. They want to know who you're going with.
Because
you don't have to know that.
Yo.
You know the weirdest thing about this whole thing is, in terms of like male and female species, males are so easy to please.
Very.
Sometimes all we want is just some space, bro. Like, just let me chill with the boys, bro. Like,
don't nag me. Don't blow the phone up.
Don't blow.
The only thing I'm
going out with my friends. That's all you need to know. I'm going out with my friends.
The only thing I would say is, right? So, yes, I would want my husband to either have his boys come over to the crib, whatever, watch the game, man cave, whatever, or go out with your friends. Like, absolutely do that. What I would say, if you go out, not necessarily update me, but like if you're like, yeah, babe, we're going to dinner, or like you say 5:00, hey, we're just gonna go grab some food. If it's now like 12, 1, 2 in the morning, just, hey, babe, still out with the guys, we're just gonna go to the spot. Just because I'm the type of person, I want to make sure my man is good. Like,
some females will wait up.
I don't want it to be.
Or they be like, I hate, like, this is one I used to hate. Oh, I can sleep if you're not here.
Oh no, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed. Like,
no, I'm gonna go to bed.
Because I'm sleeping if you out with your girls.
Bro, listen, they're just saying that because they don't want you to go out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to bed.
The thing
I
is,
want you to be
when
safe.
When they want to go out with their friends, they don't care about you, bro. Listen,
shit. Babe, come get me. I'm drunk.
They're making.
I've had that happen to me before.
That's gonna be me.
They're making them plans, and they'll tell you last minute. Oh, so when the girls are going out.
Yeah.
And then most men are gonna be like, okay, all right.
I've had,
because I'm gonna find something to do. Either I'm gonna stay in the house, I'm gonna chill with the kids, or I'm gonna call my boss and say, yo, who's free? Because
guys' night.
she's going out with her friends.
Crazy.
You guys want to come over? Let's play some dominoes or watch the game or this or that, whatever.
And it's not to be like controlling or whatever, or checking up and see what you're doing. But I want you to be, because
I'm glad you hit on the controlling part.
I'm a ride for my man.
Why is it that most females think that now because they're the wife or they're the main girl, they feel like they gotta control your every move, or you automatically you feel like now you're my mom. Like that,
I don't even know.
I'm telling you, like, this has happened where, and I've analyzed this and I've looked at it. And I was like, marriage is like an institution. It's like a prison, bro. Like it's worse than having a mom. Because I've
seen some relationships where it's
I'm telling you. Like, you gotta be answering for everything, or you gotta, like, I don't have a problem with checking in or telling you where I'm going or whatever. But if I tell you that I'm going to X place, why would you think I'm not where I told you that I'm going?
The only
Or
issue that I can see is if that
look at
woman
it
is
like, or
insecure.
look at it like this: if say for instance I'm a party person or whatever, and you're not a party person, you knew beforehand that I was a party person.
Don't try to control it after.
Now that I'm married, you think that I shouldn't party anymore.
Man,
Nah,
party.
I'ma still do me.
That's not what marriage is about. Marriage
Right.
doesn't mean we should go wither away and get old. That's not you know what I mean. So
Also, I would be
I've
more
had
respectful in partying.
this one where.
But
And it's not something that happened on a regular. It's happened though more than once, many times, where I would go out and I wouldn't get back in the house till like say 5, 6 in the morning. Oh, you forgot you're married? I'm like, okay. What do you knew where I was? Like I went. It's not like I can understand if I'm dragging myself in the house every day at a certain time. So I was like, okay, so when I remember I do second shift. So I'm like, so okay, if I was at work until 5, what's the difference? Oh, that's work. I'm like,
Cause you out with your friends, having a good time, laughing, drinking.
so
Who knows
it's
what you
okay
could be
for me to
doing.
work until that time withering away, but to go out and actually kind of like refresh and like at least feel like I'm somebody, like feel like I'm human. I can't do that until that's.
I feel like
that
that
make
comes
no
with a
sense,
lot
bro.
of insecurity on the woman's part. I would be fine, like I said, I would be fine with my man coming in 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, but just update me. Like if you went out the house at 6 o'clock p.m. or even 10 o'clock p.m.
I don't think,
but like
I don't know about anybody, but I don't leave my house to come back in 7 o'clock at night. But sometimes you're having so much fun, and in most of the times when I would that would usually happen, I'm not even doing anything out of the ordinary. We just having conversation, just chatting,
chilling,
and
right.
just like how we would hang out.
I was just about to say,
Yeah, all right.
we be at the Mac.
Jesus Christ! I was
We be
just
at the
about to
Mac.
say that. Look how many times
Party ends at 3.
party ends at 3, 4 o'clock,
and we don't get home
and
till 8 o'clock.
and we don't get home till
8,
8 in
9
the morning, bro. We just there chatting, laughing,
Not looking
making
at the
fun
clock.
of each, making
finishing
fun.
the hookah.
Yeah, making fun of each other, doing all type. Like the place is clean. We packed up everything. All the garbage is thrown out, and we be like, even sometimes I'll be like, bro, like, yo, we need to go. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And 2 hours after, we're still there.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, gotta go.
Because at the same time, like nobody wants to leave the next person. Like we all want to walk out at the same time. And then when we get home, everybody's phone's going off. Yo, you home? Or somebody's, you know what I mean? We're texting to make sure everybody got in.
Yeah.
It's not nothing where anybody's doing something that they're not supposed to.
Yeah. And if I say I'm going out with my friends, you should automatically know who I'm talking about.
Exactly.
I shouldn't give you an explanation. And you should be
Who else is coming?
Yeah.
Who else is going?
Nah,
I'm
I
like,
don't hear, you know who my friends are.
I don't know. Like, I don't know who's bringing.
If
who
I say
or
my
who-
friend, you should know my main group of friends. That's it. That's all you need to worry
Jesus
about.
Christ, bro.
I've had a situation where
Mm.
I've had to ban somebody from
Taking a break.
I've dealt with somebody, and I had to banned them from coming out with me because based off of me bringing out their friends and gotten, told lies on that. Oh, he was out dancing with this and such person, and then when it came
All
back,
right, we got a little bit of time on the batteries. So
it came back
so,
to that. It's like,
so
hey.
no. Like we're gonna end on what you just said about part. Like so. All right. So a party is a party, and that's why it's called a party.
Party. Yep. A club is, yeah. Bar's a bar.
Like so. I'm gonna ask Janae. Would you feel uncomfortable if, say, your dude went out to party and you saw a video of him dancing with another girl? Would you feel bad about it?
No. I would only feel bad if he's doing the most. Like a nice little wine, a little dance, whatever. But if you on the dance floor, like, really grabbing on her, touching on her, daggering her, like, y'all about to go in the bathroom, yeah, all right, you're doing too much. But a dance, a wine, a little
That's understandable.
Now let me show you this. Another thing. You know, I would feel worse if I saw my girl holding hands with a dude than if she was dancing with him. Because holding hands is way
It's way different.
more.
A
There's a
dance,
lot
yeah.
of connections going on right
We
there.
we say it's part of our culture. A lot of people are like
No. It's not even a culture thing. Like if you see your girl say with if say for instance, for just the show, right? Say for instance, I'm talking to Janae and I'm holding her hand
Y'all
hand.
cute or
Yeah, no,
whatever.
I'm holding her hand like this and I'm looking deep in her eyes and I'm talking.
Yeah,
Bro, that's a connection, bro.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's deeper than
A
a
dance
dance.
is a dance.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
The dance is
deep.
a part of our culture. We're Caribbean. We dance. We
No,
dance.
but I'm saying it's not even about culture. I'm saying like
That's
I would
different.
have a big problem.
Because why are you holding my hand?
Yeah, that
I
be.
bro, I would
wanna
have
fight
a
you.
bigger
Somebody
problem
that you
if I
just met
saw
at the
that
party.
than if I saw a video with her dancing and as Janae said, he's not touching on her, bending her over, type nothing. If it's
Alright,
just a dance.
So what about
I'm-
if you like to dance, but your partner does not really dance, but she wants to go to a party?
Hmm.
And you go and dance, is she allowed to be upset about you dancing if she knows that you like to dance, but
I don't
she
think
doesn't
she
want to
should.
dance?
I don't think she should.
I don't think so
But
either.
also, you should know how to do it respectfully.
Yeah.
You know what I
Wait,
mean?
You're trying to say, so I like to dance, he doesn't like to dance.
Uh-huh.
But we go out and then he dances with somebody else.
No.
No, you dance. You dance.
Because that's what you like to do.
Oh no.
Should he be upset?
No,
Okay.
you shouldn't. That's what I'm saying. If she does it respectfully,
Yeah.
where she's not
But even-
overly sexualizing
Right.
the dance, like
Right.
yeah,
Even if it's respectfully, why do women feel as if you out with me, but you're going to go dance
Bro,
with such and such person?
you know,
cheating.
I had this.
I've had that happen to
I
me
had
most
this.
of the times.
I had this experience once. It wasn't really my experience, but it was something I saw. Me and a group of friends, we went to Jamaica Carnival. As soon as we hit the streets, bro, this girl just started to dance with he was dancing with multiple females, but once he started to dance with this girl, she literally took him as her dancing partner for the whole road march. And he keep looking at us and he's like, God, this one. You know what I mean? So, bro, she wouldn't allow nobody else to dance with him. Swear to God. Bro, you see when the road march was over and he was ready to exchange numbers, she said, no, I'm married. I just came to enjoy myself. Emotional damage, bro. Like we were like,
What happened?
I was like, what? Yo, he was so, bro. My friend
Wow.
was so mad because he's like, yo, you know how many other females I could have partied with,
Yeah.
bro. If you saw them, you would think they came together.
I get it on a female sense because I have done that before where I've like danced with somebody and I'm like, all right, cool, the vibe is right, whatever. But it's also more of like a comfort thing because there are times where we go ahead and let's say we dance with you and it's a good vibe, but then we dance with you and you trying to pretty much have sex with us. No, it's annoyance. It's sometimes guys do too much. So it's one thing if the vibe is right and it's cool and you cool with me dancing with you and you cool with me dancing with you and dancing whatever. All right, cool.
I've had women come to me and say, I just like to dance with you because you don't do the weird stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm like,
it's just
me
a
too.
dance, though.
It's a dance.
But anyways, we're gonna close off on that note. One of my cameras died. I don't know when it died, but I knew they were gonna die, and it's dead. And that's that.
Peace.